Hey guys, Brian delivers you the goods here. I'm returning to you this late morning going into early afternoon for a episode review for The Last of Us Season 2, Episode 5 that I got a chance to watch for myself, see what I was going to think of this about 50-minute episode or so. So I'm going to discuss what I watched for Episode 5 in its entirety and let you know my thoughts on this episode overall. So let's dive into this episode review. Now, pretty much Ellie and Dina are trying to figure out where Nora and all that's going to be. Dina found out where Nora was going to be, and that was at a hospital or something, and she was there, and things happen at the end of the episode that probably should have not been too rushed, because I'm going to be honest here, I started playing the game a lot more. Started watching through the game, like watching gameplay of it, and they left out quite a bit of things from the game. I mean, I don't know if they could have put all of it in this. Well, they should have gone by the game with what the game was going by, but they cut out some moments in the game that kind of kills the reception of the show. So, pretty much, when I was watching the game, Nora wasn't the one that died first. So yeah, she dies first, apparently. They kind of rushed it a little too much. And it was a guy named Jordan that dies first in the game. And then it was Leah. Well, they found out Leah was dead. So yeah, Nora was after that. But pretty much from what I watched with this episode, it was a pretty good episode. But I would say I have my issues with some of it. I wouldn't say it's one of the best episodes, but it's better than the last episode, I can tell you that. It is pretty good, but there are some complaints I have with how they rushed it a little too much with this episode. Like, they had Dina going with Ellie to go find the wolf soldiers and all that, and also the other, like Abby and them. That's what she's wanted to do. Ellie is trying to go to the hospital and all that to go kill Nora. And they were on the way, but then they ran into Jesse, and that was a little bit rushed. And there was quite a bit of things they rushed into with getting to the last moments of Season 2. Because it's only a 7-episode season. And I don't know how Episode 7 is going to pan out, but I know Episode 7 is going to be in the present time. The next episode is going to be a flashback episode where it's Ellie reminiscing on the memory of Joel in a time that happened like 2-3 years earlier. So at least they're getting one thing right with the next episode. This episode was pretty good, but there are some complaints I have with it because they did rush it a little too much with the storyline. And they didn't go into more explanation of who dies first, who Abby's friends dies first or whatever, which one of Abby's friends dies first and all that. So yeah, they killed off Nora at the end of the episode. So yeah, Nora does die. Ellie does kill her, pretty much, and she beats the living crap out of her with a metal pipe. So pretty much kills her with a metal pipe. You kind of get the gist. So if you've seen the gameplay of it, they at least got some of that right, but they still should have not rushed it. They should have made this season at least 9 or 10 episodes, because that would have made a little more sense, and then they could have explained a little more. But they rushed it a little too much, That's what I was disappointed with about this episode. And then they changed the story a little bit where, oh, we're taking Dina back and we're taking you back, Ellie, and all that. Jesse was saying that, and it's like, that's not how the story went. Like, if you watch through the gameplay, there's more than you're messing up on. There are more. And what's so disappointing is the game creators of this game, the developers, Neil Druckmann, I believe is his name, and another guy, they apparently are trying to change the story a little too much. They're allowing them to change the story. That's what I don't like about some of this season. The season's good, but there are some complaints I have with it. I know they're trying to make it more watchable and more better than the game, but you gotta go by what the game was explaining. So if I were to give episode 5 a score, I'll give it a solid 8.25 out of 5. It's a good episode in its own way. Would I say I have my complaints with it? Yes. At least they got a few things right, but they didn't get everything right. A few things. But I'm still watching the gameplay, and I'm gonna keep watching it, because I'm already like halfway through the 14-hour or almost 15-hour gameplay. I'm like around 7 hours and some minutes in the gameplay. And I'll still watch it during the week. But I take my time watching it because I know I'm not gonna finish it up in like a couple days. I've already been watching it for a couple days anyway. But I wanted to watch it because I don't have a PS4 right now because I had to pawn it due to certain financial reasons. But other than that, I will be reviewing episodes 6 and 7 for the last 2 episodes for May 18th and May 25th. So definitely be on the lookout for those. It might come out the next day or so, depending on when I get around to watching it. But until then, yeah, they got a few things right with this episode, but they didn't get everything right. They rushed it a little too much, and I didn't like that aspect about the show. So yeah, 8.25 out of 5. 8.25 out of 10, I meant to say. I don't know why I'm saying 8.25 out of 5. 8.25 out of 10 is what I meant to say. If I did say 8.25 out of 5, please forgive me on that. I'm just still waking up right now. But until then, thanks for watching this episode 5 review for Last of Us Season 2.